7:30, and at last the guests begin to arrive. The royal family and the Chiracs will be joined by the Blairs, leading French and British politicians, and a selection of prominent French expats. But all is not well at the castle gates. Revolutionary fervour is stirring outside as well as in.
That's the protesters. It's more like a football match than a state occasion, but yeah.
The presence of the Prime Minister, several cabinet ministers and the world media has drawn hundreds of pro-Hunt supporters to Windsor. The eggs are flying and some VIPs are being delayed. In the castle kitchens, the Queen's chef Mark Flanagan is unaware of the chaos outside. He's sticking to the agreed timetable.
You're going to need to be here. Sorry, Stuart. Yeah, you need to be here, ready for me, yeah?
Realistically, we're 15 minutes away from starting our assembly line, and for us, the main event. That's how close it is. It's the nervy time here.
A further hitch. A deeply apologetic president has been delayed by 30 minutes. The Duke of Edinburgh reassures the Chiracs that all is well. In St George's Hall, Steve Marshall puts the final touches to the table in his customary footwear, acquired on a plane.
They are British Airways socks.
Yeah.
Andrew Farquharson must now liaise between the kitchens, the serving staff and the Queen.
It would be wrong if I wasn't a bit nervous. It's just making sure that we can combine the requirements of Mark to make it look as wonderful as possible with the requirements of the Queen to have it in front of her when she wants it in front of her, basically.
Let's go, come on. Take the soul out, let's go. More soul, yes, sir.
According to Mark's precise schedule, the guests should now be seated and listening to speeches. Except they aren't. They're only just making their way through to dinner.
How many? 2. More soul, yes, sir. Let's go, come on. In here.
8:15, and right on time, Mark's hit his deadline. The first course is on its way to the banquet. Unfortunately, not everyone is so punctual.
Master just came in and said they were running 10 to 15 minutes behind schedule, which is slightly unfortunate because Mark's got everything ready to go on time, so we'll just have to go with it. I also understand the President came in late, so it just has a sort of knock-on effect. We're now sort of slightly, we've cooked it and it's ready to go, so one hopes it just doesn't spoil too much.
So 20 minutes late. What a laugh that is. It does make you feel a little sort of I mean, it's a bit disappointed that the fish is not going to be as perfect as I wanted it. The croupe's going to go a little soggy, but
The guests are finally taking their places.
You know where you are. I think I'm along here somewhere.
Mrs. Blair helps the Prime Minister find his seat. He's placed between the French Minister of Defence, Michel Alliot-Marie, and the fashion designer, Paul Fahy. President Chirac sits between the Queen and a professor of French from Nottingham University.
Mr. President, Madame Chirac, I recall with great pleasure my visit to France last April, and I am pleased to have the opportunity to welcome you both to Windsor Castle tonight.
Mark has now reworked his timings. The second course will not go the way of the first.
You've got plenty of time. Now slow down and make it perfect. Yeah, there's not enough in there. There's not enough in there.
I would ask you to rise and drink a toast to the President and people of France. Vive l'entente cordiale.
John, you need to make sure, no holes in the service, sir. Yeah. See, that's gone to cedar. Yeah. You can't serve that.
Que Votre Majesté avait employé
The President thanks his hosts.
En 1996, s'il est vrai que nous ne conduisons pas du même côté de la route,
and the buggers all go to stand down there. Equipment opposite the numbers there, okay?
The toast over, it's finally time to eat. The lights are switched to green.
Green, we'll keep your dishes up. She's on the cells for us.
Getting it in as quickly as possible, given this slight delay, so it's been there for a little bit, and it's been ready for a little bit too long, maybe.
With the first course on the table, Andrew is back in the kitchen to oversee the beef.
The Queen prefers her beef to be slightly better cooked, so we try and make sure that she has the one that is. And she's very good at identifying which is normally for her, and this one is just a little bit of parsley on the top. So that means that she knows exactly which one's for her. She's very happy for everybody else to have their meat done perhaps slightly rarer, but she herself prefers it to be well done, so we do that. Her party.
Nice and hot. Keep the door closed, sir.
The main course is served. And even now, every vegetable is still being scrutinised.
The next one you take is the one you're serving, okay? Where's the other one? Let's give it to him, he's taking it in. Take it in quick and get back here. You back again, okay? They're doing marvellous.
Only pudding remains.
It's done now. Can't do any more. Just fingers crossed.
The guests finish their dinner, quite unaware that a further delay has afflicted the other end of their evening. One set of revolutionaries has held up another. The cast of Les Miserables, still in costume from their first performance, have been delayed en route from the West End.
Are you happy?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Nearly 10 minutes late.
Yeah, I know. We'll as soon as we get everybody in, we'll get straight up and then go quarter to.
So Cameron McIntosh's guest, will you follow me, please? Follow me.
Michael Ball undergoes last-minute adjustments to his makeup.
Quick as we can, please, folks. Thank you. Quick as we can. Okay, thanks very much, ladies and gents. Here we go. Thank you.
But this show is not starting without the real leading lady.
Yeah, this is what, 5-6 months worth of planning at least gone into this. Nice to see. I don't have any children other than my boys, so this is like having a baby for me.
Who am I? Who am I? I'm Jean Valjean. And soldier there, you see it's true. That man bears no more guilt than you.
State banquets always highest standards, whoever the guests. Tonight, the staff have risen to the occasion.
The plan worked well. The mistakes that were there, weren't seen on the night.
A century of friendship between Britain and France has been marked with a banquet fit for a queen.